collector, something many have trained hard for and hopes to emerge victorious on the medal stand. Introducing the 2024 Collector Games from Real Sports Cards, including $50,000 in prizes. Here's how it works. In every one of our breaks from July 1st to August 11th, you'll have an opportunity to earn medals based on showcase ranking. These medals correlate to different point totals. Bronze will be worth 1 point, silver will be worth 3, and gold, the top hit of the break, will be worth 5 points. Not only will you be competing for yourself, but we've also segmented our collectors into 4 geographic regions based on historical spend to make this as fair as possible. We've got the West region, the North Central region, the Northeast region, and the Southeast region. We'll be keeping track of both individual and regional point totals with public leaderboard updates every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday throughout the duration of this event, so you're always in the know of how you and your region are performing. But if you can't wait for the social updates, the public leaderboard will be updated daily, which you can access at any time. And now the fun part. Prizes. The individual with the most overall points at the end of this will win $5,000 in break credit, with second and third place taking home $2,000 and $1,000 in break credit, respectively. The 4 collectors with the most points in each region will take home $2,500 in break credit each, with second and third place winners taking home $1,000 and $500 in break credit, respectively. And let's remember, it's not just about the name on the back of the jersey, it's about the name on the front too. Whichever region accumulates the most total points throughout the event will equally split $25,000 in break credit amongst the collectors that participated in breaks, whether you bought into 1 break, 50 breaks, or more. And while there will be plenty of winners, we're also adding a participation trophy prize of $1,000 in break credit to whoever buys the most spots without getting a medal throughout the event. We've got a fun handful of weeks ahead of us. Let us know what questions you have, and we'll make sure you're primed to bring home the hardware and make your region proud.
What's happening, ladies and gents?
Good.
We're back.
Morning.
Another Friday.
We are back.
I was trying to think, when's the last time, I feel we always do that, but when's the last time because we've had a couple things that have happened. I mean, we had National.
Yeah. National was last Friday.
No, 2 Fridays ago.
Was it?
Last Friday we were golfing.
Last Friday, I was still recovering from the National.
That's
and
true.
we were golfing.
Correct, yeah.
We golfed in the event for Titus's church.
Yep.
So got to get out there, sling it a little bit.
Yep. And apparently you're still recovering from that too.
Yeah. My back is still recovering from golf. I probably shouldn't have played.
Yeah. I think the best part about it is, so you hurt your back playing pickleball, what, a month, more than a month ago?
About a month ago.
About a month ago?
Yeah.
I think the funniest part about you re-hurting yourself playing golf is saying that, like, right before the round, it's like, oh, I'm actually going to hit, like, better now because I can just take it nice and easy, you know.
I actually hit the ball okay. Like,
before you got hurt again?
No, I never really got hurt again.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was just painful the whole round.
Yeah.
So I was taking it easy.
Right.
But I actually hit the ball well.
See? Well, whenever you get healthy again.
Including a whole bunch of almosts.
Like, almost hold out or, like...
No, like... 20... I was putting first for our group. Like, 25 footers.
Okay.
Like, an inch.
Well, why would your putting be better if you're swinging less? Like, your putting should be the same no matter what. Like, that's...
I was just dialed in.
Oh, maybe, yeah. All right.
I was dialed in.
Fair enough. What up, Luke Johnson?
Jake is in the house.
Jake said he loves what we're doing with the set. Very minimalistic. That's it. It's about as minimalistic as it gets.
Jake, I've been telling these guys, let's get set up. We're gonna, have one of these beautiful display cases out in the shop, staged up, but we still got the door stopper.
Yeah, it's a pretty good decoration.
It's a good decoration. That's our door stopper.
What up, Matty Lights?
Banyan is in the house.
I don't own a top hat. I don't own a top hat. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I do own a suit now. I own 2 suits actually after this year. So 2 of my best friends getting married, both friends from college.
Yeah.
They're both having us buy the suit because and they're like subsidizing a little bit, whatever. Both of them got the exact same suits for the wedding. So now I'm going to have 2 like black tuxes.
And
ask me when the last time I wore a tux was before this summer.
And did you have to buy new shoes for that also?
No, no, because I already had a pair of black dress shoes.
And so you just had to buy new shoes after the weddings?
Correct, yeah. Yes.
I come home. For those of you who don't know, Emil lives in an apartment at my house. I come home and I see shoes sitting on the front walk, like the front sidewalk.
Yep.
And they're like nice dress shoes.
They're actually a really nice pair of shoes.
Like nice dress shoes caked in mud.
Absolutely
just
destroyed.
like you would not have guessed what color these shoes were. You would have just assumed they were brown shoes.
Yep.
They were destroyed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what happens when your girlfriend lives in a type of hick city and the wedding is at this girl's parents' house in their yard and it pours the entire time. My pants were ruined. The shoes were like, I came home like knees down, just caked in mud. It was not good.
Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Who else is hanging out with us this morning?
John, yeah, we might have some issues with
Fanatics
Fest now. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Travis Scott's gonna be locked up in Parisian jail.
Really?
Yeah.
Got arrested last night.
Yeah, like 5 a.m. He was drunk. Apparently, he was like fighting with his own bodyguard. Like they were both drunk or something, and
great.
he started fighting them, but got arrested. So, yeah, that Cactus Jack set is canceled now.
Yeah, I mean Travis Scott is one of the guys that they've been promoting to be at Fanatics Fest.
Yep.
Tops did a collab set with him.
Yep.
They only are making 1,000 boxes. They've announced only 1,000 boxes of the Cactus Jack Tops Chrome set.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I don't think I've legitimately been more excited for a product.
You've kind of been geeking out about that a little bit.
I have,
since
yeah.
they announced it.
It's just a mixture of worlds, right? Like the Ben Baller stuff was cool. I've never bought a chain from Ben Baller, unfortunately. But Travis Scott is one of my favorite rappers, and then mixing that with cards, the set looks really cool. Like, I don't know, I'm actually pretty excited about that.
Maybe we'll get one. Maybe we'll get a box.
We're gonna try to get as many boxes.
We'll see how many boxes we can get in case any of you guys want to do some Travis Scott breaks.
Yep.
Probably have to be in a mixer. I don't think we're going to be getting 12 boxes anytime soon.
Yeah,
but,
they might not be divvying out.
I mean, there's only 1,000 of them,
right.
So who knows?
Right.
Who knows what's going to go down there?
Yeah.
But there's going to be some other Fanatics Fest exclusives also. We saw Lids and Mitchell and Ness tease something.
They did announce it's going to be another pack.
It is?
So just like they did the 2023 pack, they're doing a 2024 where you buy the hat and get the pack.
Oh, and are they doing that at Fanatics Fest, or are they just rolling that out? Because they announced it. I saw them announce it on the Fanatics Fest socials.
Right.
It'd be interesting to see if they have these hats like exclusive at Fanatics Fest, or if they do the rollout across the country like they did last time. I really enjoyed that promo.
It was really cool.
I mean, I have like
20 hats now.
I added like 5 different Twins hats to my collection as a result of that promo.
Yep.
And we had some fun ripping those packs.
Yeah, there's a lot of sweet stuff out of those. Yeah, the little 2-card packs. So, and the hats were sweet too.
Yeah.
The hats were really cool.
Speaking of Fanatics Fest, like Fanatics Fest is only a week away. It literally starts next Friday.
Yeah, we're flying out on Thursday.
Right? We fly out Thursday to set up. We're going to be hanging out there. We're really there for fun. We've got a booth in the card show area where we can sell singles. So we're just going to be hanging out selling singles. If you are driving distance from Fanatics Fest and you are interested in possibly coming out, hit either myself or Emil up, and we'll provide you a link for a free 3-day pass. So if you are interested, I've got a code for you that will get you a free 3-day pass. I wonder what level of ticket it is. Let me see here.
Yeah, so like Jason, I know you were talking about coming out. I'm not sure if you grabbed your ticket yet. They just sent us this.
I literally just got this at 8:59 this morning.
So about 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, with a link for for 2 3-day badges per code.
And we get as many codes as we want.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yep.
So if you're coming out, you can come hang out with us.
Yeah, come on out.
It's gonna be cool. If you guys haven't seen some of the stuff that Fanatics Fest is promoting, like we're gonna be in the card show area, so there's gonna be a card
350 tables or something like that in the card show area.
And there's gonna be a lot of legit dealers there, a lot of other shops, everything like that. It's gonna be just the biggest clash of athletes and celebrities and everything. I mean, Ruben is kind of going all out with who he's bringing to the show, so Q&As, signings, meet and greets, all that sort of stuff.
Yep. Panels, yep.
Yeah, panels. You're going to be hosting
I am.
a panel.
I'm hosting a workshop.
A workshop, yeah.
A workshop. So
not a celebrity panel.
I'm not a celebrity panel, just a grunt workshop. So
Yeah.
I'll be hosting a panel or a workshop on creating hobby content.
Got it.
So if anybody's ever interested in becoming an influencer or starting up a hobby business and getting into the content game, that's the workshop that I will be doing.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see how that goes. But then we'll have Nate, our content guy, out there getting tons of content. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stuff going on. And the exclusive products I'm super pumped about. Obviously Travis Scott, but then like you said, the lids thing. They're also doing, I think, another special Topps Chrome box that has like the New York refractor.
New York skyline.
Yep.
Yep.
And who knows what else they've got up their sleeve for other stuff. You never know.
I mean, I would expect plenty of exclusive items, and as I would expect from other events, exclusive items from these types of things tend to do really well on the secondary market.
Correct.
So if you can, nobody knows exactly how this is going to go down because it's never happened before. Mm-hmm. But if you can get in there and you can start snagging some of these exclusive items, then you might be able to pay for some of that travel.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some big opportunities to do so.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. Going to be a little bit of fun. I've got a trip before that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to Baltimore
I'm going to Baltimore on Monday. So if any of our Baltimore homies are here, give me a shout if you want to go to an Orioles game on Tuesday. But Monday is the Topps Transcendent Party. So 2023 Topps Transcendent Party. Mm-hmm. We don't know who the guest is, but it's usually, I've been going to Transcendent parties every year for a number of years. It's usually a big name, mm-hmm. And it's usually a big rookie from that class.
I mean, think the Orioles. So, how many different dudes could they have there? You could have Adley.
Well, 2023. It's 2023, Gunner, so it's likely Gunner or Adley, right?
Or both.
So have a little bit of fun at Camden. And
I've still never been out there. I'm a little bummed. We had an extra trip planned with that, but it was like, it's kind of a lot going on. We've kind of been gone a lot. Like, we should probably try to stay home a little bit while we can.
Yeah, we've been gone a lot. We've got more travel coming up.
Yeah.
We were thinking about going into Baltimore and then taking the train to Philly for a Phillies game and then the train to New York for a Mets game and then everything. But we just decided it was a little much. We can do that trip anytime. Yeah. We'll do that trip sometime and put the word out and meet people at every game along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Do a big Real Sports Cards caravan.
Yep. Plus, we've got another trip to Dubai to plan now.
Oh Lord.
Baseball United, which is the league that started up in Dubai last year that we went to, their inaugural weekend, just announced their first season and 8-day long tournament, which the season I think is in November, a month in November, and then the 8-day tournament is at the end of February, kind of right around spring training time.
Right. Yeah, so, we'll have to see how we navigate this.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I can get the green light to miss Thanksgiving again.
Yeah,
two years in a row skipping Thanksgiving might be a little
especially
much.
First Thanksgiving now with Beckett and
right.
Yeah,
I might be on the hook for attending family functions for holidays for a little while.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then we'll have to figure out how it works with the Topps Conference, which is usually.
Right around there.
Right around there in February.
Yeah. They did it in February again last year, right?
Yep.
Just Atlanta instead of instead of Arizona.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I am planning a trip around the Upper Deck Diamond Dealer Conference.
Oh yeah,
which will be like the first or second week of January.
They do that in LA every
It's
year,
in
right?
Orlando this year.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about
I think
that.
I'm gonna be rocking a little Disney trip along with the
That'd be perfect.
Diamond Dealer Conference.
Sweet.
So probably have a little bit of fun there. So
I'll come on with you and do some rides.
you gonna do some? Are you tall enough?
I don't.
I like.
Maybe not.
You know what I notice here? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Emil strategically sits closer to the camera so that he looks like full size.
No, look at that. It's like it's even.
He looks.
I'm also sitting with my back, my posture.
He
perfectly.
totally. He sits. He's like 8 inches closer to the camera, so that he looks like a normal sized human being. So I don't know. Like, can you go on like the big boy rides at Disney?
It probably took me longer than the average person to be able to hit all those rides, but I think I've got a majority of them now.
Yeah. See, I mean, come on. I'm just a chill guy.
That's terrible.
So we are in the heat of the final days of the 2024 collector games, and
When you say heat, you're not exaggerating.
and I don't know how many of you guys are following. Do you have the link? Maybe
I can
drop
pull
the link in the chat.
I'll pull it up.
Drop the link in the chat for these guys so they can see how nuts this is going. And the truth is, I need an update after last night. Like, we have seen multiple lead changes.
Yeah, it's getting really close.
Multiple lead changes between the North Central and the West.
And it looks like North Central, as of right now, is ahead.
And North Central is ahead by, so it's 1350 to 1338. It is a 12-point lead. A 12-point lead for North Central over the West. The West was holding it down
For a bit.
for a few days there.
Yep.
And it's tight. It's a tight race.
It is really tight.
Considering we give about 100 to 150 points a day,
Yep.
like, this thing is anyone's ball game.
Yeah, so if you're in the West or North Central, you got to be. We got this last weekend. It ends on Sunday.
Yeah, so it's literally today, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. And we're going to crown a winning region and winning individuals. I mean, there are a lot of these regional races that are within a gold medal.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, within a gold medal. You've got...
The West is a battle for silver.
Yep. So you've got... Let's see. How many people? I mean, you got like 4 or 5 people within a couple of podiums
Yep.
of making the money in the West region. You've got, Mr. President in the North Central, 2 points behind B-Rad, right? And then a couple other people within striking distance
Yep.
of that. Then you go down to the Northeast region.
Everything. It's a 1-point game for first.
It is. It's a 1-point game for first, and then there's a whole bunch of people that are within a couple of medals in the Northeast and the Southeast. The Southeast still has people in the running, right? So it'll be interesting to see how this shapes up for the last. I've heard different strategies.
There are a couple different strategies floating out
There are a couple different strategies out there for hitting the gold medals and,
Right.
and getting on those podiums with what team.
Yep.
But we've also seen some surprises, like the $29 Marlins in Topps Finest. I don't know if you guys saw this on release day. The Marlins in Topps Finest are $29, and we hit a card not on the checklist. We hit an Ichiro buyback auto in a Marlins uniform.
So sick. From 2017 finals. This is so cool.
There's some points. There's
Yeah.
some points
I mean, that had
for
to
the
have been a medal on that one, but
$29 Marlins.
Yep.
Like nastiness.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a couple of ways Man, hopefully that didn't screw up anybody's
skunk.
skunk, right? Because we've got the prize for the most spots purchased without getting any medals.
Yeah.
$29 spot could wreck that really fast.
Yeah, I tell you what, there could be no better last weekend than having it be. It is amazing that it's this close going into the last 3 days of the final stretch. It's gonna be fun. Everyone, every break matters.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, the buyback autos have always been part of Finest. They've always been unannounced players, unannounced teams, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we knew buybacks were in the product. We certainly didn't have any clue that Ichiro had a Marlins auto.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of awesome. Miller is in the house. What's up, Miller?
Sean's here. Klimowitz in the house.
Mike Stroh is in the house.
Maddie said we should do. Maddie, I wish we had more Topps Chrome Olympics. And if you guys go back, it's got to be the last. It was the week before the National. It was the week before the National where we had our Q&A, and I said I was excited for Topps Chrome Olympics, and I said it was probably going to be the product of the year.
I tell you what, you guys owe all of our Topps Olympics that we were able to rip to this man right here, because my vast hobby experience and background looked at the Topps Olympics product and said, Topps Olympics has been trash every year since they've made it. Like I am not interested in losing money on Topps Olympics again this year. And so we were literally I was like, order the minimum. Just
we do know other dealers that passed
entirely. Yeah. Other dealers passed entirely for the same reason. In fact, I was talking to one of them on the phone yesterday. He's like, man, I can't believe I passed, but it's always been so bad.
It's been so bad.
And I passed, and now you guys are killing it and everything like that. It's amazing. The reality is we know that Fanatics has been making just about every release better, right? Every release this year has been better than last year's release from a content perspective. Just about every aspect we've seen improved. Tier 1, immensely better. Museum Collection, immensely better. Topps Chrome Black, immensely better. Finest, immensely better. Flagship, Series 1, Series 2.
On the list.
They've been making everything better. Emil's like, I think Olympics is going to be fire. I think it's going to be a fantastic product. And so we actually went back to Fanatics. We ordered everything they offered us, and then we went back to Fanatics and asked for a boatload more, and we got everything we asked for because of all of the people that turned it down.
Yep.
And talk about a winner. So
it's so good. It was really good. I wish we had 50 more. Obviously, now hindsight's 2020, but yeah, that was a lot of fun to rip.
Right.
And there's legit big cards that we pulled.
Yep.
Big cards.
And the reality is, we just don't have it. We just don't have it anymore.
And we can't get it.
Tough
Price
to find.
shot up like crazy.
Topps doesn't have any. Distributors don't have any. It's just not available right now. So, as much as we would love to come bring back a big Olympics finale for Saturday or Sunday, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. But what we do have coming, I see a couple comments about Pick Your Player. Potentially dropping tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. We'll do a little Finest Pick Your Player action for tomorrow.
You guys have probably noticed that we haven't dropped a multi-case Pick Your Player for Finest yet, and we were able to secure a little bit more product.
Yeah. And the reason that we didn't right out of the gates is we
didn't have enough.
Worried about quantity of cases.
Yep, we were able to secure a little bit more product, so we will have a little Pick Your Player 5-case Finest coming for you guys. So Finest has been.
That's gonna be so legit.
Finest has been fantastic. The spread of color, the amount of numbered autos, the ability to hit some of the insert autos,
right.
has been big, right?
Yep.
You got big names in there.
I was telling you yesterday, Sandy Koufax has a Finest Moments auto. You're gonna find Sandy Koufax autos,
right?
And then the pure amount of color in every single box, and because of the shortened checklist of every single player, there's just so much numbered stuff.
Right.
In Finest this year.
Right. Yep. So we'll have a little bit more fun with Finest. We'll keep Finest rolling. But, I mean, we had a monster day of releases yesterday or Wednesday.
Yep.
Topps Finest for baseball. SPX
Yep.
for hockey.
Yep.
Was it Mosaic basketball, right?
Yep.
And Leaf Trinity baseball has been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Leaf Trinity baseball's always been awesome.
Every year.
It's hard to compete with the patches that are in Trinity. But that product has been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it has one of the few products that has a big Skeens chase.
Yeah, and Skeen stuff, even Leaf stuff. If you guys haven't seen comps on that, go look it up because Skeen stuff is obviously out of this world.
Right.
So.
Yep. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun.
Yep, 100%. So. Yeah, that Donruss Soccer wasn't technically a new release, but just one that we got in from a special package with the National. So obviously, you guys have seen us doing a lot of like the international Team All stuff, even some other products that aren't Team All or international exclusive, but that's just weird ones that we've kind of brought back. For the National, we had to buy these big packages from distribution. And that allowed us to get the Panini VIP party tickets, and then all the gold packs, silver packs that we've been dropping.
Yep.
So
the breaker packs.
Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit for tonight?
So
first, we've got actually gold packs just dropped.
Gold packs dropped.
So we had 50 more gold packs that just dropped, and those are potentially going to be some of our last. Maybe we don't have much of any of it, just for the record.
Yep.
So we've got 36 left out of the 50 that we have available. Right. I saw a monster card get pulled out of a gold pack yesterday.
Really?
You know what it is.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You know that one.
I thought you meant you saw it. Like,
no.
In
just
person
saw
get
online.
pulled.
Yeah, just saw online.
Yeah, so this is the first year that color blasts have been in the gold packs. They've never put color blasts in there before. And we saw the color blast gold vinyl
101.
1 of 1 officially licensed rookie WNBA Caitlin Clark. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, such a big card.
Absolutely disgusting. They are 2 card packs, Maddie. And yes, if you are local pickup on gold packs, on the previous wave of gold packs, they are available.
They just came in yesterday.
They just came in yesterday for the gold packs for their release date. They are available for local pickup, and they're going out in the next batch of shipments here. So
yep.
You can keep an eye out for them if you bought any of the first waves of the gold packs.
All right, you want to talk about this little pack right here?
Yeah, so this one's a fun one. We only got 1 of these packs. These packs are scarce. We got 1, and we bought 2 packages.
Yep.
Right? So the 2024 White Sparkle Pack. If you're not familiar with White Sparkle Packs, Panini does these for online drops periodically from time to time.
Usually only able to be purchased with rewards points.
And these cards sell phenomenally. If you hit the right players, they are insane cards,
yep.
Right? So the White Sparkle Pack, we only have 1. We're dropping it. We're just like, we could do a break, we could do whatever, but we are like, you know what? Let's have a little bit of a race. Let's see who wants this White Sparkle Pack the most. It is a below eBay price. I'm not going to tell you what the price is, but it's a below eBay price. So we'll see. We'll see who's quick on the draw that wants that White Sparkle Pack. And then we did the same thing with the Breaker packs. So
not just a little white box.
So the Breaker packs actually came in this sealed box. There's 25 packs in this sealed box. They sent them in this sealed box because, there are some unscrupulous dealers who will search these.
Correct.
There are times where these are weighable, like the packs are weighable. So I caution you against buying silver packs, gold packs, breaker packs on eBay, because there are packs that are a little bit thicker. There are packs that have chrome cards. There are packs that have autos. all of these cards weigh different amounts, and since the beginning of time, dealers have been taking these packages and weighing these packs, opening the heavier packs, and selling the rest off on eBay. So I just don't buy them from anyone that you do not, implicitly trust. So that's why we're leaving this sealed.
Yep.
We're leaving this sealed as a 25 pack box, so that if somebody wants to rip this whole thing,
it's intact.
It's intact.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy box. It is also being offered, and we've only got one of them, being offered below eBay, below eBay comps, to have somebody have a little bit of fun.
Yep.
But again, it's not a small box. You can go look it up. Go look up 2024 breaker packs, National VIP Panini, and you can see some sold listings on these on eBay. But it's a big boy box. But we're gonna make it available. We'll see who really wants that bad boy. And then if you want us to open it for you, shoot us a PM. This is dropping tonight, so we won't have anybody here on a Friday night. That's a Wisconsin shift. We won't have anybody here tonight to rip it, but we can work with you if you want to find a time on Saturday during our shifts to break that for you. So.
Which we kind of want to do.
I'm not going to lie. I would kind of really like to see what's in there. The biggest chase in silver packs, gold packs, white sparkle pack, and these breaker packs are obviously Wemby first.
Yep.
Wemby first. Anything Wemby's going to be huge. And then Caitlin Clark has got to be number 2.
And she's not a distant second either.
No.
You could probably argue either way.
Right. And the truth is, you can't dismiss some of this other stuff. I opened a couple silver packs for myself when we were at the National just for fun.
Yep.
Goofing off.
We thought at first none of them were
At
very
first
good.
I was like, I didn't hit any monster cards.
Yep.
And legit, I was like, okay, but I did hit JJ McCarthy base card.
Yeah, which is his first licensed rookie card.
First licensed Vikings card, rookie card. It's got the 2024 NFL rookies in it. I was like, fine, that'll be fine. We'll put it, I was thinking, well, I'll take it back. It'll probably go into the $5 case out here in the singles case. We started looking it up, and they were selling for like $60, $70. We put it in the $50 case, and it sold in a day.
Yep. So it did great.
So, and that's just a unnumbered J.J. McCarthy base.
And they have numbered parallels. They have up to a 101 of all these guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, then they've got the short print, the Splash SSP, which I know in the gold pack, or the breaker packs are numbered to 25.
Right.
I think there's some unnumbered variations, too.
And some gold vinyls of those.
Yep.
1-of-1s.
Yep. And then, obviously, the gold packs have the color blast. There's a lot of big stuff.
Yeah, did you see Jake ask me in the breaker pack drop whether or not if you buy the breaker box and then get it opened, if you automatically get gold, silver, and bronze medals?
I don't think that works like that.
I don't think it works. I don't think you can do personal breaks for
gold medals
for 9 points. For 9 points. For 9 points,
funny.
personal breaks. So yeah, the gold packs. Again, we don't know if we're gonna have another drop after this.
Yep.
But
yeah,
we've been having fun.
This is the year to. I think this is the. And obviously, you can make the argument every year. Like last year was chasing Arch Manning because his stuff was crazy high.
But it was also C.J. Stroud and
right.
All of the 23.
Yeah, but Stroud wasn't big then. Stroud wasn't anything.
I mean, QBs. The new QBs,
yeah.
The new rookie QBs are always a big chase.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Stroud is arguably bigger now because of the way he played.
Yeah.
But there's always a ton of hype on look at JJ McCarthy base card sell for $50.
Yeah, which is.
He's not, Sam Darnold's going to start over him.
And he went to Michigan, so it's just not that good anyways. What do I know?
Right. So yeah, having fun with the Panini VIP stuff. You'll probably still see some more silver packs, maybe some gold packs. work their way
Into
into
breaks.
breaks and
Yep.
things like that too.
Yep.
So keep your eye out for that stuff. Captain John is in the house. What's going on, Captain John? Jose Cruz brings up something we were planning on talking about.
We got a couple big new releases.
We actually
special new releases.
we
coming up
actually
here soon.
just in the last week got solicited both products
Yep.
from Fanatics. So Topps Composite Football is
Which gonna be
coming.
so sick.
It's coming.
And it's gonna be sweet.
The checklist looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They crushed it. And we just got solicited Topps Chrome Basketball yesterday.
Yes.
So
Obviously, the release on Topps.com crashed the site. Like, boxes are reselling like crazy now.
right.
It's gonna be hot, obviously.
Yep. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Both of these products I think are scheduled for August.
Yeah. I have the
So
rough dates actually. They just sent an email.
did they send an updated email?
Let's see here. Topps Chrome Composites August 30th, and so I'm
Okay.
assuming that's
We're
basketball
close.
would be September.
Yeah, I mean we're
then.
gonna be
Right around
close
there,
if they're soliciting it to us. They've been soliciting to us,
couple weeks.
couple weeks, 2 to 6 weeks in advance.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
So we will have it. We do not have a ton of either of these products,
No.
and they're not producing a ton, which
Right.
is
These are low production products.
going to make them better, obviously.
Right. Correct. There are some other fun things coming up. There's a lot of speculation, and Topps is starting to tease some more details about Topps Chrome Tennis.
Yeah, I'm not going to make my stand on product of the year with Topps Chrome Tennis like I did Olympics, but I think it's going to be loaded.
I can tell you that Topps came to us and said you might want to consider taking more Topps Chrome Tennis. We haven't announced everything,
Yep.
but you might want to consider taking some more.
What they have announced is massive.
Well, they just announced yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yep.
Andre Agassi as a signer for Topps Chrome
Which is
Tennis.
crazy, yeah.
And more to come.
Yep.
So, man, it'll be interesting to
I'm
see.
excited
I
for
mean,
that product.
there are so many ifs on that product. Like, how many monster name tennis players could be in this product that could send it to the moon?
Yeah, you think if they end up getting some guys like Nadal or Djokovic or Federer, like some of these immaculate type of legend guys, like on top of having the future of that in Alcaraz as technically a rookie auto, like
Right.
yeah, it could be. I am excited to see what they do, and similar to Olympics,
Or
like,
or any of the big women.
yeah, I
tennis
mean I know
players,
they've teased some Iga Swiatek, inserts. Hopefully she has ink.
Is
and
Serena Upper Deck exclusive?
I believe so. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I know she's
She-
done Upper
Upper
Deck
Deck
stuff,
Yeah,
but I don't know if she's Upper Deck exclusive or not. Same with
Yeah.
Coco Golf. We've seen
Coco I think is Upper Deck
her
exclusive.
do.
Oh, but no,
Upper
she
Deck
signed for
stuff.
Topps Chrome Tennis last
Oh,
year.
that's right. She did. So
Maybe she
and-
got exclusive after that. I'm not sure.
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how many names they can knock out.
Yeah, but similar to Olympics, like Topps Chrome Tennis 21 now was a bomb.
It
like,
was a bomb.
Did not perform well at all.
I mean, it was Pete Sampras and then no one.
on Coco Golf.
Yeah, I mean,
Stuff actually sells really well, but the product tanked in value. We lost a ton of money on it. I think
Right.
everyone that bought it lost a ton of money on it.
I got a cool tennis piece at the National this year. What's up, Shane? Shane drops in. We saw Shane at the National. He made the long trip from Indiana.
I think I was breaking when I saw
Ohio.
Shane. I don't know if I actually got to say hi.
Really?
I was breaking.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know Shane, broke for us for a couple of years. I think it was a couple of years.
Back in the day.
Helped us hold down the fort while we were rocking and rolling on Facebook. But we did a little bit of Upper Deck memorabilia box again.
Yep.
The monumental boxes.
You're actually like the biggest tennis collector that I know.
I think that I might be because 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I got a Serena Williams autographed tennis racket
Yep, that was in Atlantic City.
in Atlantic City,
Yep.
and this year I got a Naomi Osaka autographed tennis racket in
Pretty good.
the mystery box. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
like apparently I'm a huge tennis PC
Yep.
kind of person.
You have the coolest framed wall, wall of tennis rackets.
Right.
You're gonna have to just keep it going now.
I'm just gonna have to keep.
It's nickname baseballs and autographed tennis rackets.
I'm just
in your
gonna have to
PC.
keep randomly getting them in my Upper Deck Monumental boxes every year at the National.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that'd be cool, actually.
yeah, I mean,
For a non-tennis fan, that's pretty impressive.
that is. I'm a skilled collector,
Exactly.
connoisseur of fine tennis things. Quiet, please.
Terrible.
All right.
Time
What-
for some Q&A?
Yeah. Let's open it up. You guys, we like to keep this informative and informational, but we also love to open it up to you guys. We want to be hanging out, not talking at you. So drop your questions. This is your time. Ask us about anything hobby related, product related, industry, company, breaks, shop, you name it.
Sport topic.
Sports.
Music topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything.
Yep. Jake's Hobbies says, when's the next big uncommon feature release? So we've been teasing a few things. I think we've talked about some of the things we have on the slate for 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, and we haven't finalized this yet. This is still exploratory for us, but probably our next key feature is going to be Apple Pay.
Yeah.
I think after feedback from so many of you guys, so many collectors saying, hey, I would really like to be able to store my payment information instead of having to enter it in every time. I would like it to be saved. And the truth is we could save that information ourselves, but we don't want to. I don't want to be on the hook for storing your guys' credit card information
It comes with so many
or
deeper levels
PayPal login information. We are planning to take a hard look at Apple Pay as a solution because now your ideal payment methods are stored directly on your phone. So that is something we are chipping away at, working at. That's probably the next big one that a lot of people have been asking for.
Yep.
That we're gonna tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So, Venmo. Jake says use PayPal or Venmo. Venmo doesn't work great on the app.
Yeah, and even PayPal has a couple little hiccups that we just want to be a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, just want.
We both
cleaner.
use Apple Pay all the time.
I use Apple Pay all the time for all kinds of things.
Yep.
Quick and easy, 2 clicks, Face ID, boom, you're done. So we want to make that as easy as possible. But again, we are still working on our community features and our achievements features going into next year. So that's the big one. So.
Maddie's got a good question right in the middle there. Do you have any interest in growing or breaking? More breakers or more breaks?
Yeah, so
100%.
We're always trying to grow this business. The best way, but what I'm not going to do is just cram it down everybody's throats, right? Like, it would not be beneficial for us to just hire 2 more breakers and start dropping more breaks and then have things not filling well, filling more slowly, missing our live target times, things like that. So we want to be balanced with our growth. That means that we're working hard as a company from a marketing perspective to bring new collectors onto the platform and bring new collectors onto the app. In the last 30 days, we've had something like 360 Apple app downloads, which is awesome. I mean, that's fantastic. That's 360, and that's just Apple. That doesn't even count Android. So that's just customers coming in because they saw us on Instagram or they saw us on TikTok or they saw us on Twitter or Facebook or anywhere. Some of that is our own marketing that we're investing in and creating content and trying to draw attention to the Real Sports Cards app. But also, this is you guys. Every time you guys comment on one of our social media posts, every time you comment on a video, or comment on a new hit pick, or share a new hit pick because you think it's awesome and you want your followers to see the orange Sandy Koufax that got hit, and you share that on Instagram or copy that or comment on that, retweet things, all of that kind of stuff, posting pictures of your mail days and tagging us. All of that stuff helps us draw more users onto the app. And so as we start to see breaks fill faster, filling more breaks in a shift in a day, we are absolutely going to be ready to bring new breakers into the fold so that we can, keep offering you more stuff. So it's kind of like cat and mouse game, chicken and egg game. But we'll respond to fast fills with bringing a lot more options for breaks for you. So, and that lets me go back to Fanatics and say, guys, I'm sold out of product in 2 days. I need more product. And we can start angling for more product. So, that's the kind of the velocity that we're going to have and the cadence that we're going to have. Is we'll respond to the rate that things fill. So absolutely, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. We get this platform rocking, and we'll do more breaks, and we'll have more breakers. So always the goal. Always
100%.
the goal.
Yep.
So, what else do we have for questions?
What up, Chris Merling? So I look great. He's not wrong. I feel great.
Debatable.
Any word on Ginter for this year? No word on a timeline.
We haven't heard anything. So
it's one we're excited for, though. Ginter's always a fun one.
Yep. I'm looking forward to Ginter. We'll see if a couple of the people that we think might be in there are in there or not. And then
TBD.
Have a little bit of fun. But we have not seen a checklist. I've asked for early access to the checklist. We'll see if I get it. So, awesome.
We are not going to be in Ginter this year.
I am not.
We can confirm that.
I can confirm that they do not want to have a Ryan or Emil card.
I hope they want. Who's going to be the first one to get a Ginter card between all of us?
Who knows? Reed asks, why is sales tax not built into the price on Uncommon? Reed, that's a great question. It is actually against the law to build sales tax in many states in the country. Many states in the country actually require sales tax to be a completely separate line item from the actual product being sold. Off the top of my head, I know Kentucky is one of those states that requires it to be completely separate. And so we actually have a service called Avalara that manages all of the sales tax. We've integrated Avalara into the app itself. And so every time there's a transaction, it sends out the order information to Avalara. Avalara sends the tax rate for where that shipping address is back to the app so that we can stay compliant and make sure that we're following the law in all of the states around the country. Because it's a pain. It's really a pain. Every state has different rules and laws and thresholds for how sales tax is handled in their state for out-of-state sellers. Thankfully, there's a company that manages all of that for us. So it's crazy. So even if we moved to Montana, we'd still have to follow the rules of all of the different 50 states for how each individual state handles sales tax.
I don't know, so Montana builds in sales tax?
No, I mean, there are a number of states that allow you to build it in. There are some states that don't have sales tax, like Florida.
Right. sales
No,
tax on
maybe
anything?
Florida has sales tax. Which
Income tax.
or is it Oregon? Oregon doesn't have sales tax.
I don't
think.
know.
Yeah, there's some states. I think there's like 4 or 5 states.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's-
it's fun. We follow
That's
the
the
rules here.
government.
I mean, and, you know, we run a real business, and we pay all of our payroll taxes. We pay all of our sales taxes. We pay all of our income taxes. There are a lot of people in this industry that and breakers and shops that treat it as a side hustle, and they don't report that stuff. But you know, we've got people employed and a lot of families that depend on this business to provide
Dangerous
for them.
game.
So yeah, you know what? You fight with the government usually wins. So yeah. But we do have a method. We haven't talked about this in a while. We do have the ability, if you are a tax exempt participant in the hobby, if you are registered with your state with a sales and use tax ID number because you do a lot of buying and selling, which would make you potentially exempt from paying sales tax on things that you buy for the purpose of resell or flipping, then we do have the ability to make uncommon accounts, Real Sports Cards app accounts, tax exempt, if you provide us with that documentation. So
we have a number of collectors who do it already.
we have many collectors on the Real Sports Cards app already who have submitted us their forms that show that they're tax exempt, and so we can actually put that tax exempt information into Avalara, and that way your Real Sports Cards app account is tax exempt, and you show, and then every time you place an order, it's going to show 0 in that line.
Yep.
And that's the legitimate way to do it.
Yep.
So if you have that, absolutely provide that information to us. If you're not tax exempt in your state and you're like, I wonder if I am, should be tax exempt or would be eligible to be tax exempt in my state, definitely recommend talking to your accountant, and they can help you determine if the buying and selling that you do, merits you being tax exempt. So
Yep.
that's a great topic. We haven't talked about that in a little while.
Yeah.
Every time we hit a new threshold in a state, so like I said, each state has their own thresholds. Every time we're getting close to hitting a new threshold that's going to make a state that we haven't had to collect sales tax start to collect sales tax, we actually email out that information to all of our collectors in that state and say, hey, here's the information. Talk to your accountant, but here's the information about being tax exempt in your state and what we need from you. So feel free to check that out.
Yep. Or reach out to us if you have any questions. Obviously not tax advice questions, but we can help you with the process of getting your uncommon account tax exempt. Pretty easy.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. So Rick Vaughn says, "What's a tiebreaker for the collector games if 2 regions are tied after Sunday night?" I think it's just. I don't think there's tiebreakers. I think it's just we got to post another break.
Yeah, I think we gotta post another break and fill another break until there's no longer a tie.
Yep. So we'll talk to Bones the Sunday night shift. So we will tell Bone that it will be posting and filling
Correct.
all night long if we have to.
Correct. And so we're the technically the collector games does not end at midnight.
Correct.
It ends with that Sunday evening shift.
Yep.
Okay, so that Sunday evening shift all counts, even if Bone has a 1 a.m. break or a 2 a.m. break. So that entire shift is going to count for the collector games.
Yep. And maybe we'll even make a note in those breaks just to make sure everyone knows.
Correct.
I'll write myself a little note. Worst part about these Q&As, I got to clean off my desk. I just got notes everywhere.
Emil is the
all the amount I
the
blow
post
through
the post-it note
here.
king. Like, I think you just need like a notebook.
No, I had honestly, I think I got it from like an English teacher in like 10th grade or something. He said the way I kind of keep track of everything and like don't forget things is whenever I need to remember something, I'll write it down and just throw post-it notes in my pocket and then come home and I'll have all these post-it notes. And I've done it and it works well.
I feel like that's a really, really great way to do things before technology existed.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I mean,
strangely might be technologies that can help with to-do lists.
I'm also the same guy that instead of like using my calendar in my phone, I have a notepad in my phone with my schedule on it. So like this weekend I'm here, this weekend I've got a bachelor party, this weekend I've got this, instead of actually doing, putting it into the dates in my phone.
I think you gotta get used to that.
I don't know. It works for me.
Calendar.
It works for me. I'm trying to reject modern technology. What was I just gonna write down? See, I forgot already. Oh, Mark Bones breaks.
Maddie says, is there any way for Real Sports Cards to market with eBay sellers? I buy into breaks and sell the cards I get in a break on eBay. Maybe there could be a marketing sponsoring situation where an eBay seller puts card bought through Real Sports Cards, and a way to navigate buyers into breaks directly. I mean, we do a little bit of this with our own eBay, so... Yep. Obviously, we as a business sell a fair amount of stuff on eBay, in addition to the eBay consignment that we're now offering for break hits, which actually has been fantastic. I mean, we've been selling a lot of cards for people on consignment on eBay. It's been a really, really good program. We ship Real Sports Cards app stuff in all of our own eBay shipments. It would be interesting. We haven't really talked about doing that with other sellers. Yeah. There are things that we've done with like stickers and things like that. So maybe we could send out sticker packs. Yeah. To people, to use that as the sticker to seal the top loader. Yeah.
Or if you have a Real Sports Card stand, use that as a picture in your eBay listing, or...
Yeah, I mean, the challenge is you really want to do scans instead of pictures. Scans are way better for eBay than pictures. Yeah. So you can't really do a scan or with a stand. Right. But yeah, maybe stickers is an option there.
Right. Let's see, what else do we got? Who else has some questions for us?
We have crossed the 10 a.m. threshold, so we are an hour in. So we'll handle a couple of more questions. If you want to drop some more questions on us, we'd love to address those. And then we probably got time for one or two more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Maddie asked a little bit about State Fair and us potentially setting up a booth at the State Fair.
We will not be set up at the State Fair.
We thought about it a couple years in a row. Past 2 years.
The last 2 years, we actually had somebody ask us if we were interested in partnering with them to set up at the State Fair. The truth is I'm not sure how well hobby product would sell at the State Fair. I'm not sure people want to buy a $600 box and then carry it around with them all day at the State Fair. So we were thinking retail's probably the best option, but the cost to set up at the State Fair
is massive.
I mean, it was like $30,000 plus a percentage of our sales was what we were offered. And I mean, you got to sell a lot of $30 blasters. A lot of $30 blasters to profit $30,000 plus 10% of sales.
On top of labor and
then
everything.
Coordinating the sheer number of people that we would have to have staff that. I think that would we just kind of decided it would just be too much. Yeah. And we would lose money, quite frankly. So, I mean, I'm not sure that we could procure enough retail product to profit at that kind of a show. So
Plus, we like the State Fair too much. I like the State Fair too much. I'm glad I'm not working it. I want to go there and just hang out.
I will be attending the State Fair multiple times. For those of you who are not local to Minnesota, Minnesota has the best, greatest state fair in the country. I have been to many state fairs, and they all were terrible.
I haven't been to any besides Minnesota, and it doesn't even matter. It's the best.
It's just the greatest.
It's coming up in like 3 weeks here. I'm so excited. Best time of year. You got Christmas, you got Minnesota State Fair.
I remember
About equal in my book.
moving to Ohio and having the Ohio people be like, "Ooh, it's State Fair time! It's State Fair time! Let's go to the State Fair." I'm like, this is like a county fair by us in Minnesota. Like, it was embarrassing that this was the Ohio State Fair.
Yep.
Like, worthless, not even worth going to.
Coming up quick on Minnesota State Fair time.
It was terrible. So.
All right.
Right on. Well, that is going to wrap up our Q&A for this Friday morning.
We won't be back next week.
Next week we will not be back. We will be at Fanatics Fest in New York City.
Yep.
Next Friday. So we'll have an off week and then we'll probably be back the following week for another round. But if you have questions about our business or anything that's going on, feel free to always reach out directly to us. You can hit us up on any of our socials, or you can hit us up on Facebook to our own personal accounts, wherever you find us. Appreciate you guys, as always. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Get back to work.
Thanks, guys. Was that directed at me?
Yeah, you too. Get back to work.